Still with the US's actions, while South Africa's new Expropriation Act aimed at addressing racial land disparities is sparking controversy. US President Trump has threatened to cut aid over concerns about land seizures. The law's passage has triggered an economic slump in South Africa as well. Here's what's been happening.
South Africa's adoption of a bill for the state to expropriate land to address racial disparities in ownership has not been taken well by Donald Trump, who has threatened to cut all aid to Pretoria. The US president claimed that South Africa was confiscating land and treating certain classes of people very badly.
Terrible things are happening in South Africa. The leadership is doing some terrible things, horrible things. So that's under investigation right now. We'll make a determination. And until such time as we find out what South Africa is doing, they're taking away land, they're confiscating land, and actually they're doing things that are perhaps far worse than that.
Meanwhile, South African civil society group AfriForum backed US President Donald Trump's threat to cut aid to South Africa, but urged him to target the country's politicians rather than its people.
So the most effective way to put pressure on the South African government without harming the citizens of the country would be to target politicians with sanctions, and this is what AfriForum supports. Punish the politicians that are pushing destructive policies. Do not blanket punish the country, and we'll see where that goes.
Trump's announcement to cut funding to South Africa in the light of the new land law has led to the local currency, stocks and government bonds plummeting. Meanwhile, South Africa's Minister of Minerals and Petroleum Resources, Gwede Mantashe, appealed for African unity in withholding mineral supplies to the US.
You passed an Expropriation Act, therefore Trump would withhold funding to South Africa. And I said, let's not immobilize Africa, let's withhold minerals to US. That is it. If they don't give us money, let's not give them minerals.
What is this controversial Expropriation Act all about? The law aims to address racial disparities in land ownership that are still there even after 3 decades of the end of apartheid in 1994. Under the Expropriation Act, special conditions have to be met before expropriating land. Conditions include the land having long-time informal occupants, being unused and held purely for speculation, or being abandoned. The law makes it easier for the state to expropriate land in public interest. The law has been passed despite objections by some parties in the ruling coalition. Elon Musk, who was born and grew up in South Africa and is now a Trump advisor, has also joined in the debate, saying the new law discriminated against white people. Why do you have openly racist ownership laws? Musk said to Ramaphosa in a post on X. Bureau Report, DD India.